Labor will release its long-awaited economic plan for Queensland today, telling voters how it plans to manage finances without privatising assets to pay down debt if elected on January 31st. Sky News reporter Elizabeth Tilley has been travelling with the Labor leader, who has flown back to Brisbane for this announcement, Liz, and today is a big day for Annastacia Palaszczuk.
It is a big day for the Queensland Labor leader, Selina. She's been asked about this since day one of the campaign, but with just over 2 weeks to go now until Queenslanders head to the polls, now is the time for her to sell this strategy quickly and efficiently to voters. Now, the Newman government has had months to explain how its model works and try and adjust its multi-billion-dollar infrastructure package, but it relies heavily on voters agreeing to Campbell Newman's plan to privatise around $37 billion worth of the state's port and power assets. Opposition leader Annastacia Palaszczuk has made job creation the centrepiece of her campaign. She's pledged promises across the state to boost frontline services, including more teachers and more nurses, and to address the priority of debt in the state. But exactly how Labor is going to do that is still unclear, and that's what we're hoping to find out today, because it says that it won't increase taxes or fees, that it won't cut public sector jobs, it won't borrow more money, and it won't privatise the state's assets. And Queensland's Labor leader Annastacia Palaszczuk again made that clear yesterday. Take a listen.
Queenslanders do not want their assets sold. Go back to the 2012 election. There is no clearer evidence. Labor was reduced to 7 seats in the Queensland Parliament because of asset sales. Queenslanders do not want their assets sold.
So Ms Palaszczuk there saying that Labor has learnt its lesson after that in the last election, what happened. She's returned now to Brisbane after touring regional Queensland for much of the week, and she will unveil that economic plan today around lunchtime, we're told. So we can expect to hear more about how Labor plans to tackle the state's debt without selling or leasing the state's assets. Selina?
Elizabeth Tilley, thank you. Meantime, there's been a boost to jobs in Queensland, with the state's unemployment figures dropping to 6.1%. Sky News reporter Brooke Wiley joins me now live. And Brooke, this is welcome news for the LNP.
Yeah, it certainly is, Selina, and it couldn't have come at a better time for them. Unemployment in Queensland was among the nation's highest. Now we've seen that drop to 6.1%. And Treasurer Tim Nicholls was quick to claim credit for this. But he himself has said in the past that the trend data is the more reliable and stable indicator of unemployment in Queensland. And on that trend data, unemployment remains steady at 6.6%. Labor, of course, jumped on this immediately. They say that it means there are still 160,000 or so Queenslanders without a job. And Campbell Newman has also said repeatedly that his unemployment target by the end of his second term in Parliament would be 4%. Now, if he gets a second term, that is still a mammoth task. But it also comes amid reports that the LNP are now working on Plan B, what to do if Campbell Newman loses Ashgrove, but the LNP is returned to power. Now, Campbell Newman has said repeatedly in almost every press conference since this campaign started that if he loses Ashgrove, the LNP will have lost the election, but those numbers just don't stack up. And now there are reports in today's Australian that Tim Nicholls, the Treasurer, and the Health Minister Lawrence Springborg are being considered for the top job. Selina?
Brooke Wiley, thank you.